everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I have my first impressions, my review of the brand new, hotly anticipated new Ariana Grande perfume R.E.M. And I'm going to be comparing it to Thank You Next and Cloud, her two other most recent releases. But first of all, hello to everyone. If you're new here, welcome. I am all about perfumes, so check out my hundreds of other perfume videos. We have so many. And if you're a regular and haven't subscribed yet, then do hit that subscribe button and show your support. You know I really appreciate it. And as always, I will leave links down below to where you can buy this perfume in the UK, US, Europe, Australia, Canada. Take ages making all the links for you guys. So let's get into the perfume. So of course Ariana Grande is, you know, one of the most, if not the most famous pop star on the planet right now. And what I really like about her perfume range, and I think why they've been so successful, is they are genuinely quite good perfumes. Sometimes celebrities release perfumes and you can tell they haven't really thought about it, they didn't really care what was in it, it's just whatever we can get, let's just get it out, sell it, make money. You can tell that she has inputted into these and they are good for lasting, they have good projection, and they have interesting scents that aren't just the same old as what all other celebrity scents tend to smell like. So I think that's why they are such good sellers and people keep going back and repurchasing them. So of course the new release was very hotly anticipated. So it's called R.E.M, which is a song on her most recent album, and it kind of has this whole like space vibe, space feel that was going on with her last album, sort of futuristic alternative universe type vibes. It's all very cool. Now of course the bottle itself, really innovative bottles that she's done in the past 3 releases now. I'm really I don't think I would have ever thought about this myself, and I really like it. So essentially you have the perfume bottle here, right? And this, I think this is probably very cheap to make, right? This simple round thing, it's probably already been made. They didn't have to design it specially for this range. So they've obviously can get this like mass produced really cheap, but then they put all the effort into these kind of like cradles that the perfume sits in, which when you look at the perfume, it doesn't, you can't really see this round generic perfume shape. Instead you just see the cradle and it makes them look really different. So if we look at Thank You Next, this is the same thing. It's that exact same unit, it's just pink, and again it has the heart cradle. And then Cloud is exactly the same, although this one's a bit harder to pull out. blue bottle, but again, you know, it's all about the cradle. So my only really complaint about this was it doesn't fit that tightly, so it does sort of rattle about and it does fall out, whereas like with Cloud, you know, it stays very securely, and Thank You Next does as well. But if you want to spray the perfume, you know, if this is on your dressing table, you're going to pull it off like that out of the cradle. You're probably not going to hold the whole thing and spray it. So I think that's my only sort of criticism of the bottle, but I do think it is like a beautiful design. So what does it actually smell like? So like her previous perfumes, it has a fairly recognizable strong smell. It has a whole bunch of ingredients in, but the main fragrance note that I get from this, and I have been wearing it all this morning, is lavender. So we have this like purple coloring, and I think that is represented in this really lavendery note that I get. Especially at first it was very lavendery, and I find there's a bit of tonka bean in as well, which works really well with lavender. Those two are often put together, and again that is quite a comforting, calming scent in the way that lavender is. So overall I find this scent to be warm, cozy, comforting. You know, you use lavender to help you go to sleep. It's that kind of vibe. I think this will be really good. It's coming out now in the autumn and the fall, and this is that type of weather where you want quite cozy perfumes as it starts getting colder here in the Northern Hemisphere. So I think it's a good time of the year to release this type of smell. It definitely wasn't what I expected. It's probably the least sweet of all her perfumes, even though it does have some sugary notes in here. I do get a bit of that, but mainly I get tonka bean and a musky lavender. In terms of projection and longevity, I'd put this sort of at a medium level. So if I compare it to Cloud really sticks around for hours and hours and hours and hours. You can still smell this on you. This isn't as strong as that. It doesn't last as long as Cloud, but it's not weak. It's not, you know, disappearing straight away. It's just sort of a medium level, whereas Cloud I would put as like a strong perfume. So in terms of a comparison, so that Cloud is also a very warm, cozy perfume, but it has a lot of coconut in, and coconut is known for really lasting in perfumes. If you think of things like Dolce Garden, if you think of Versace Crystal Noir, this is that type of vibe. So if you like coconut, then definitely try Cloud. And I think Cloud kind of took everyone by surprise because it's a celebrity perfume, so expectations are usually quite low, and then it really sticks around. You smell it on people, you ask them what they're wearing, they say I'm wearing Ariana Grande Cloud. Like, that is surprising to some people, and I think it's earned a really good reputation because of that. Yeah, it's really strong, like just without even having sprayed it, you can still just smell it from the bottle, this strong, deep coconut. And of course the bottle is very cool. I mean, I really love that lid. How cool is that lid? And there's nothing else that looks like it. So that's very true of this one as well. So I think my favorite of the whole range remains Cloud, because this is that iconic coconut smell, and I think this will continue to be a bestseller after people have initially tried the new R.E.M. There's then, of course, Thank You Next, which also came out recently. This one is quite sweet, more similar to her original round ones that she came out with, like Moonlight. This one is definitely has a bit more of a floral note to it. There is some rose in here and raspberry, so I like this for during the day. If you just want something really fun, easygoing, but it has this sweet macaroon smell in here as well. So it's very, very like sweet and innocent. Or perhaps you could wear this at night, you know, sort of out to a bar as that sort of sexy, sweet smell. You know, use quite a few sprays and it will have good longevity. And I do think this is a beautiful bottle to have, you know, on your dressing table. It looks really good. And considering the price of Ariana Grande perfumes is much less than typical designer, you know, Chanel or something like that, you're actually getting quite a cool bottle as well. And most of the time celebrity perfumes tend to have really boring bottles, so I really like that as well. And I don't know about you, but I love the smell of plastic, and this is made out of this plasticky smell. So I love the smell just of this, the container, never mind the perfume, and it feels like really nice and plasticky. So I do love this. And in terms of the packaging, it's the exact same size box as the others. I think what's really cool is we have this Ariana Grande cartoon character on the bottle, which really does look like her, in exactly the type of outfit she would wear on stage, and she's sort of shooting this laser gun. Ariana Grande, R.E.M. If anyone watches Star Wars, this is that type of writing, isn't it? Like, get it going bigger into the distance. So it's a very sort of spacey vibe, and I really like it. I like the colors. I think it's all very now and definitely in line with, you know, her branding and everything at the moment. So really love this, and I wish I had a cartoon version of myself as a like space superhero. And then Cloud, I really like the front of Cloud with this like just simple cloud picture, and then this shiny packaging, and then we just have a picture of Ariana on the back in case we didn't know what she looked like. Then Thank You Next is probably a little bit more boring. It literally just says Thank You Next and then Thank You Next, and it kind of has that kind of like the video, it reminds me of like high school, this type of, you know, packaging and stuff. And again we have a picture of Ariana on there, though that one looks a bit different to how she normally looks. I think that maybe is a bit of an old picture, I don't know. But yeah, definitely like this would be cool. You could keep this packaging if you're an Ariana fan. I think it's very cool. Definitely the best packaging. Yeah, so that's it guys. That is the new R.E.M. So if you like lavender, if you like tonka bean, definitely check this out. There's a bit of a sweet sort of figgy smell in here, but overall it's lavender and tonka bean to me. So definitely for people that want something comforting and cozy. And if you're a coconut fan and you haven't checked out Cloud, you must check it out because I think you'll really like it. But that's it, guys. So let me know which is your favorite from her perfume range. What do you think of the new R.E.M perfume? If you tried it yet, let me know down below in the comments. Is Cloud your favorite like mine is? I do read all your comments, so I'd love to know what you guys think. But that's it, guys. So thanks so much for watching as always, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.